Welcome to Bible 180, episode Exodus. Egypt, who once harbored Joseph's family, has turned on them. So we see, not for the first time, a tension between the rulers of this world and the triune God. Egypt is the most powerful nation and Pharaoh the most powerful man. Pharaoh acts as if he has the knowledge of what is good and evil. Pharaoh's power is bad news for Jacob's descendants. Pharaoh enslaves, attacks, and embarks on genocidal warfare with the Holy Family. God begins to address this when he meets with Moses at the burning bush. Yahweh proclaims that he is the one and only God. He determines what is right and wrong, not those who would judge or attempt to overrule him, including leaders. However, his solution will take some time and will be complicated by human unfaithfulness. Yahweh does, however, love justice and hates wickedness and cruelty. He has heard the cry of his people and sends Moses to tell Pharaoh, "Let my people go." Pharaoh won't, although Yahweh sends 10 plagues worth of opportunities. Eventually, the evil and death that Pharaoh has visited upon Israel and refuses to repent of rebounds on him. He and his chariots are crushed in the Red Sea, and this is great news. It's like the Old Testament gospel, and it's continually revisited later in the Old Testament. Israel has been rescued and redeemed. Not only does God redeem Israel, he even manages to use the most wicked and frightening man in the world to show his own power and fatherly love. In Exodus, we learn that if Yahweh says he'll rescue, he will rescue. Unfortunately, in the wilderness, the Israelites quickly and repeatedly test God's patience. Nevertheless, God invites Israel into a voluntary and quite beneficial covenant/contract with him. If Israel obeys the terms, they will become God's representatives and be blessed. They don't have to be perfect, but there has to be some accountability for evil along with contrition. What's non-negotiable is that the Israel must worship and trust only Yahweh. Furthermore, while God's personal presence was lost in the Garden of Eden, God begins to dwell again with his people through the tabernacle, which is why Exodus spends so much time describing the tabernacle. Unfortunately, right in the middle of Moses receiving the details of this covenant on Mount Sinai comes the golden calf treachery. God is very, very generous and brings judgment on specific individuals. Thankfully, he does not destroy the whole nation or void the contract. Throughout Exodus, God is contending with evil that plagues this world. He does this by defeating unrepentant evil. He also purifies, forgives, and purges the evil from within his own people. And he is present with his people as he rescues them. Still today, God opposes evil, purges and purifies and forgives and leads us.